While this video isn't for everyone, if you're excited about pet battles like I am, then it's definitely for you. I did a video recently about what pets you should get ready before Mr. Pandaria launches, and two of them that made the list was Darkmoon Tonk and Darkmoon Zeppelin. Now, both of these are from handing in the Darkmoon prize token tickets, and you need 90 of them in total per pet. And obviously, it's from doing stuff around Darkmoon Faire. Now, I've been super impatient and been trying to get all of the pets that I want ready, and the Darkmoon Tonk and the Darkmoon Zeppelin were already ticked off the list. So I wanted a nice quick way to be able to get the last four that I didn't have from Darkmoon Faire, which is the Darkmoon Monkey, Cub, Turtle and Balloon. Now, firstly, the Darkmoon Balloon is not even a battle pet. It can't do anything at all, but it will go towards the achievement for collecting all of the pets. The other three, however, can battle, and the Darkmoon Monkey is not too bad, to be fair. Now, like I said, I'm incredibly impatient. I didn't want to be waiting and doing dailies every day for a week to be able to get these pets on each character. I just wanted to spend some gold and get them super fast. And that is exactly what I've done. Now, you can literally go to Darkmoon Faire for the first time ever, spend a little bit of gold before you go there, and instantly be able to get one of these pets. If you now do this on multiple characters, for every character you do it on is another pet that you're going to get. So if you want to get all 6, you can literally do it across 6 characters all in the same day. There is a bit of a gold layout, and depending on what server you play on, depends on how much it's going to cost, but of course you could farm some of these yourself, and the most expensive ones are the PvP ones, so doing a few battlegrounds and hoping you get lucky, that could be something you do as well. But what we're talking about is all the quest hand-ins that you get. Now, these are not a one-time deal, so don't worry, if you've handed these in before, you can hand them in again. One thing worth mentioning is you do need a Darkmoon Adventurer's Guide in your inventory, so if you are going to try and farm any of these yourself, make sure you head over to Darkmoon Faire first and grab it by accepting the quest, which is actually called the Darkmoon Faire, and it's just to go in and hand in the free ticket that you get. If you seem to have lost it though, you can speak to Selena Dorman at Darkmoon Faire and you'll be able to get another one. Now, there's 9 of these in total, and they vary in cost from anywhere like 5 gold all the way up to a couple of thousand gold. The couple of thousand gold ones are normally the PvP ones, so doing a few battlegrounds, you can get them quite frequently, to be fair. But like I say, I'm lazy and I was spending a few thousand gold per character to get all of the pets, which, to be fair, I'd spend more than that on the auction house buying a pet that I was too lazy to farm myself, so it's not a bad deal really. Now, what I would recommend though is only getting the cheap ones. If there's any that are like 1,000 gold plus, just don't buy them, because you can still get enough without having to worry about getting all 9 of these. But if you do all 9, you're going to get 80 tokens straight away, and you only need 90 to buy a pet. You also get 5 just for the first quest for actually visiting Darkmoon Faire, and then you've got your primary and secondary profession quests that you can do that are very, very quick for another 20. So without even messing about with any mini games, if you've done a couple of your profession dailies when you get there and you handed all 9 in, boom, that character's ready to buy a pet. However, if you skipped some of the more expensive ones, then obviously you'd still be able to do your profession quests, and then you can get 5 from the daily mini-games. These mini-games literally take 5-10 minutes to knock out, so again, you just don't need to worry about buying the super expensive ones if you're not lazy. You can just go there and maybe get 65 or 70 from the quest hand-ins, do a couple of your profession quests, maybe 1 or 2 rounds of dailies, and you're done. That's a pet done in no time at all. What I should mention about the quest items is you're meant to only be able to hand them in once a month, but that was when Darkmoon Faire was monthly. Now, don't quote me on this, but on my Druid, I'm pretty sure I've handed these in now for both the most recent Darkmoon Fairs, so I'm assuming they actually just reset with each new Darkmoon Faire, which in Classic is every 2 weeks now. But if you're just going to do this on 6 characters just to get all the pets knocked out straight away, it doesn't matter anyway. But the other quest that you can do each Darkmoon Faire is called Test Your Strength. Now, this rewards 10 as well, and you can do this very, very quickly. A place I've personally been doing it myself is Zolaman, because I've been farming for Mojo as well. And as a druid, just running in and AoEing down all of the little small non-elites. So again, if you don't mind a little bit of travelling or a little bit of grinding, then if you're on a character that can do Zolaman solo, you can be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But there is actually a really good place to go over in Icecrown. Up in the north of Icecrown, where you can just kill these converted heroes, and they're always in packs of, I don't know, 7 or 8. You just run in, AoE them down, and you get loads really fast. And just fly from pack to pack. Again, this is going to be 10 tokens, so if you find that you didn't buy all of the quest items, you've done all the daily little mini quests, and you still didn't have enough, maybe you're 7 or 8 short, whatever you're missing, then you can just go over and do this quest in probably 5-10 minutes. But if you do this on 6 characters or a few characters each time Darkmoon Faire's in, you can literally get all the pets so quick and easily. Now, I've never spoke about this before purely because I've never really cared about getting pets before, but with pet battles coming, I'm trying to find the quickest and easiest way to get all of the pets that I need. So I just thought I'd share this with you. And remember as well, it's Noble Garden at the moment, so be sure to get your spring rabbit's foot, which, to be fair, again, doesn't take very long to farm. Just do it while you're doing the achievements, but you could probably go and pick it up off the auction house for about 5 gold. So if you're not really that bothered about achievements, but you are bothered about pets, then just go and pick it up off the auction house. So I'll be honest with you, I'm doing the achievements now, but I still bought it off the auction house anyway. Not really sure why I did that. Yeah, this was just a real quick short video on how you can go and get all of the Darkmoon pets. And as I say, the Tonk and the Zeppelin, those two are the most important. If you're not going to bother getting all of them, make sure you get the Tonk and the Zeppelin because they are really, really strong. And if you want to know more about pets, then be sure to check this video out where I go into all of the pets that I'm personally going to use in Mr. Pandaria and the ones that I'm farming now in Cataclysm. But cool, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Consider joining the channel as a member to join all these guys scrolling down on the screen. And I'll see you on the next one.